It's been a while, and this season was really good. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about Blood of Zeus, Season 2, 8 episodes. It's a Netflix anime. They're like 30 minutes each. The beginning, I said it's been a while. I did a Season 1 review in November of 2020. So it has been a long time. Quick recap of Season 1. Zeus is a whore. We know that. He has a bunch of kids. Turns out he has a kid named Heron. He's on Earth. Some demons attack him and his mom. He fends them off. He learns Zeus is his dad. He's like, I don't care. Don't like you. You left us. Zeus brings him up to Olympus. Lets everybody else know, yeah, I got another kid. And they're not happy about it, especially Hera. Zeus tries to be a dad. He tries to help Heron out, understand his abilities, his powers. He doesn't really showcase any real abilities at the time, but he's looking out for him, trying to step up and be a dad. Hera's like, no. The other gods is like, you can't really do this. And then Hera's like, I'm going to go to war with you if you don't kill this kid. And Zeus is like, I'm not going to do that. So she gets the giants and they go to war at Olympus. At some point, Zeus does sacrifice himself to save Hera, which was weird. Heron showcases his abilities, which is inheriting Zeus's lightning abilities, and he saves the day. Fast forward to Season 2. It picks up right after that big old battle that happened. In the first episode, we see the events of the season finale of Season 1 play out again, but from a different perspective. Because this time around, we spend a lot of time with Hades. Not mentioned in the recap is this guy named Seraphim. He was human, but then he's like a demon. He gets manipulated by Hades. He's Heron's brother. They share a mother, and he's like the main protagonist in that particular season. But he does die at the end of Season 1, and he has to go to the underworld. So Hades wants to use him in his plan. But as we get this recap, we see that Hades is trying to get this stone that will allow him to leave the underworld. The first 4 episodes, I would say it's about Hades and Persephone, his wife, and how they met, how he fell in love, how he changed. Because after this big battle with this creature, everybody got appointed different things. So Hades got appointed to the underworld. And he says it's like a prison. If he stays away for too long, it starts hurting him. It changed his appearance because he had long hair. He looked like Zeus and Poseidon. He had the long hair and handsome looking guy. And then he went to the underworld and he just looks way different than everybody else. And it was really nice to see that dynamic of seeing the humanity. Well, he is a god technically. But to see the softer side of Hades and his wife and the love that he has for her and what happened. Basically, he knew the mother would not approve of their marriage, but they would still hang out and spend time. And then the mom came to get Persephone, and she's like, no, Hades rescued me. I want to stay here with him. And then the mom went back and told Zeus, Hades kidnapped my daughter. So they made it where Persephone can't spend all her time in the underworld. Like, she can only spend a few months there, and then she has to go back with her mom. And it's driving Hades crazy. So he wants this stone so he can have his family. If you're a fan of Hades the video game, we do see Zagreus, his son, who's the star of the first game, and his sister, who's the star of Hades 2. But the last 4 episodes are about Heron and Seraphim. Like I said, Seraphim is used by Hades to find this stone. But as he's going through this journey, he has other things in mind that he wants to get to because his life wasn't easy either. And a lot of tragic things happened to him. So he's doing his own thing while still following Hades' advice. Heron, on the other hand, yes, he saved the day. He saved a lot of the gods, but everyone doesn't like him, particularly Ares. Ares is like, I don't like you at all. I don't care who you are. You're a bastard. I don't care what my dad says. And at, I want to say episode 4, it's called Funeral Games. And they have these games to celebrate the people who passed away, like Zeus, and, they do competitions and stuff, and it gets to be Heron versus Ares. And Ares, like Heron might throw a discus and then Ares would throw it out the whole stadium. And then Ares would shoot his arrow at the targets and then Heron would break all his arrows. And, it got to a point where they fought. And it was getting out of hand, but, Gaia and Hera came and was like, we're here to celebrate the dead, so there's not going to be any violence and stuff. And I thought it was a really good episode to just show all the gods together and celebrating Zeus. And Zeus, like he came out, it was like a projection of him, and he was talking about everybody, and it was just like, this is really well written. It's so good. There is some action, and that was like my complaint in the first season. Like, I wanted more action. There's not like too much fighting in this particular show, but the storytelling is so good. And by the time we get to the final episode and everything that's going on and all the different gods manipulating things, for their own favor, and then they come to blows towards the end, like, it all works, and it's set up for a season 3. And I think season 3 is going to be really incredible, and I think there's going to be a lot of action in that particular season. But Blood of Zeus season 2, really enjoyed it. If you watched Blood of Zeus, let me know what you thought about it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.